Hello, welcome to this video. I am kind of taking a left turn with my channel. I have decided that I want to get rid of my TBR shelf. Not get rid of it, I want to go through it. I have had so many books on this shelf, so all up here is books that I haven't read. And I just feel like I need to tackle it now, because if I don't tackle it now, when am I going to tackle it? I have the worst habit of going to the library and taking out so many library books. They sit here and then I pick through those and I never touch anything on this shelf. This shelf is a collection of books that I've bought, that I've got from free little libraries. Some have been loaned to me from friends. No, the only book that I have on loan from my sister right now, there are 2 books on loan from my sister, and one of them is not even in the house, but that's the only one that's not in the house. Yeah, so it's time to get down to business and go through this TBR shelf so that I can actually then focus on books that I really truly want to be reading, and I can put the emphasis and the focus on the Canadian books that I want to be consuming and to show you and discuss on this channel. So I think for however long it takes, the next maybe 4 months, 5-6 months, I'm going to be doing weekly vlogs, weekly reading vlogs, and it's going to be me trying to knock out these books. Yeah, so I think, and like that can evolve, that could change as it goes. It's gonna be very organic, me trying to eliminate these books. So I think right now what I'm gonna do is like show you the books on the shelf, and then after that it's gonna be the reading vlogs. I will do some like book shopping vlogs here and there, my monthly wrap-ups of course, and any other book related content that I want to film, but this is going to be the focus. So I think we'll just start right here. And I think I'll also say, like, the way I want to do it is I'm going to pick up a book, like any book I feel like I'm just going to pick up. I'm gonna read you the synopsis. I'm going to read the first chapter and then tell you my first impressions and my prediction rating and my prediction of if I will DNF the book or not. And that'll be all throughout the weekly reading vlogs. Okay, this Jordan Tutu, Mind Over Matter. I actually just picked this book up last week from Chapters. It's about, was he the first? I don't know if he was the first Inuk to be a hockey player, but one of the most famous. He's from Nunavut. Okay, yes. Jordan Tutu is the first Inuk hockey player to play in the NHL, having captured their attention as a tough, talented right winger in his junior hockey days in Manitoba. In 2003, he played for Team Canada at the World Junior Hockey Championship. And so this is his story, his life story, and his struggles with addiction. Crossroads by Caleb Dahlgren. So if you live in Canada, you will have remembered in 2018 there was this terrible, awful accident on the highway where a bus of hockey players crashed into a semi, I believe, and a transport truck in a rural intersection, and 16 people died and 13 were injured, and this is one of those players. Riley Sager, House Across the Lake, thriller, right? Fight Night, Miriam Taves. She's a local Manitoba author. I've never read from her before, and I picked this up from a little free library, and I literally picked it up because she's a Manitoba author. This I took from my parents' house. S.E. Hinton, Taming the Star Runner. I don't know why I took this. I think it's because, you know, S.E. Hinton was the author of The Outsiders. That's a classic, and I thought this would be like a really easy read. Maybe it'll be good. This I got from a little free library. This is Isabelle Allende, but this is the French translation. Le Royaume du Dragon d'Or. I've read one Isabelle Allende. I loved it. Gave it 5 out of 5. Hopefully this is good, and it's short. Barbara Kingsolver, The Poisonwood Bible. No idea. No idea. Took this from my grandma, Elizabeth Boyle, Mad About the Duke. I can already tell you that I probably will DNF that, but we'll see. Tisha by Robert, as told to Robert Specht. The wonderful true story of a young teacher in the Alaskan wilderness. I went through this phase where I was really into Alaska, and I wanted to like watch Alaskan movies and read books set in Alaska, and that's where this came from. But I think I found that at a little free library. This was from a little free library. Mitch Albom, For One More Day. I don't know how long I've had this. Underground Railroad to Canada. I think I got this from my parents' place. Barbara Smucker. I mean, I read this when I was in middle school, and I feel like it's a book all Canadians should read, and I want to reread it. The Colony of Unrequited Dreams. I got this from a library sale by Wayne Johnston. Oh! Serving the Servant. Remembering Kurt Cobain by Danny Goldberg. I bought this at McNally Robinson. It was on the sales table, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to buy it. I have a thing for Kurt. When Carlos and I went to Seattle in 2015, we went to the music museum there, and at that time they had an exhibit on Nirvana and, oh gosh, the famous guitar player from Seattle. I got it's gonna kill me. I have to ask Carlos. You probably got to it before I did. Jimi Hendrix. And oh my gosh, that whole Nirvana section. And just before we went there, we had done this amazing like local tour. This woman, literally, she takes tourists around in her minivan and shows them like all the iconic music spots of Seattle. Like we went to Jimi Hendrix and Macklemore. They went to the same high school. We went there. We saw so many places that Nirvana did, all the whole grunge scene, and she told so many stories because she was a teenager during the 90s, the whole grunge period. Oh my gosh, that was one of the best tourist experiences I've ever had. And so I just done that. I saw where Kurt Cobain had his last meal. We went to his house where he was murdered. Well, shot himself, murdered. And then we go to this museum, and it's just like, ugh. I love you, Kurt. Okay. What else do we have? Took this from my parents' house, Bridge to Terabithia, Catherine Patterson. I think it's, again, like, I just think I should know these. I should read these classics. But this might be one that I'll just, I'll keep for Athena when she's older and we can read it together. I'm putting this aside. We can make the list from 48 to 47 right away. That can go down. I mean, this too, right? Like, I'll read this with Athena when she's a teenager. I don't need to read it now. I kind of want to. Maybe I will. It'll stay. Okay. On the Road, Jack Kerouac. I probably will not. I probably won't. But we'll give it a try. This is a gift from my dear friend Lena. Strong Mother, Strong Son. She gave this to me when baby Charlie was born. Take This Bread, library sale. I had started this a while ago. I probably won't finish it because it didn't catch my attention, and I need to be like cutthroat with this. I don't want this to be going on for a year. I want to get through this stack of books as fast as I can. Cold Mountain by Charles Fraser. Again, I had started this book, didn't captivate me. Maybe I'll just watch the movie. We'll see. Girl Interrupted. I have seen the movie. I picked up this book because it's short and I liked the movie and I've heard good things about the book. It also seems like it's gonna be really disturbing, so you have to be in the mood for it, I think. Bird Box. I have got this from the Free Little Library and I love this movie. Usually the book is better, so hopefully that's the case for this. That movie's so creepy and scary, but good and intense and captivating. My friend gave this to me. Good news for you. It's about Jesus. I have no idea. It's obviously very old. When was this written? 1966. I mean, I'm intrigued. I mean, nothing about Jesus could ever really go out of date, right? The Bible's how old? The Lie by Helen Dunmore. Got this from in my building. In the laundry room, we have like a library down there, so that's where I got this from. Away Game. I bought this off Amazon after listening to one of the authors on a podcast about like a parenting podcast. Pilot's Wife, library sale. Tim O'Brien, Free Little Library. This is like suspense mystery set in Minnesota. Oh my gosh. I've had this for years. I ordered this off Amazon years ago after listening to him on a podcast. I think like a carnivore or like, low carb fasting or something podcast. He was an astronaut, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Growing Slow. My sister and I bought this together 3 years ago, and we were going to read a chapter every month, and it's like you write like notes in it. Oh, here you can see here. We were going to get together every month and discuss and go on like a little self-help journey. This would be good to start in January, I think. Maybe her and I can start it over. Orphan Bachelors. This was a Free Little Library find, and I think the reason... Oh no, she's not Canadian, she's American. Okay. The Diamond Eye, Kate Quinn. Got this from my library downstairs in the laundry room. I just picked it up because, I mean, Kate Quinn she's a really well-known author. I've read, I think, 3 of her other books, and I haven't liked. I liked her first one, her debut. I didn't like the other ones that I read, the 2 others. But I picked this up because I thought I could give it a try. And like, it's really famous. A lot of people have read it. There must be something good about it. Kate Morton, The Clockmaker's Daughter. Took this from my parents' house. That was my sister's. Oh my gosh, this was my aunt's, I think. Ken Follett, The Pillars of the Earth. This is just a classic. I mean, so many people have read it. It's really highly rated. It is so heavy and big. That'll be one of the last ones that I try to tackle. The Mists of Avalon, Free Little Library. Again, I picked it up because it's a classic. I feel like it's one of those stories that you should read, that you should know. Probably won't read it. Surrender, 40 Songs, One Story by Bono. I actually bought this from my friend Erin, but she already had bought a copy like as soon as like the day it came out, and I couldn't return it to Costco, so I kept it. And I'm never in the mood to pick it up. I usually like celebrity memoirs or autobiographies, so we'll see. All right, the last one in this room on this shelf, The Painter from Shanghai. This was also a Free Little Library pick, and apparently I read a few pages. don't remember any of that. That's not a good sign. And, okay. I thought it was a Canadian author. It's not. She's American. All right, I'm gonna show you the few other ones, and then that's the end of this video. All right, here's where my other books are sitting right now. The ones at the bottom are ones that I've already read and need to sell or donate or whatever. These ones I have read that I'm keeping. These are like children's books and coffee table books. And then these ones down here are the books that are on my TBR shelf. Okay, for the last few, I do have one library book, and all of my library books have been returned. I have held on to this one because I do want to do a video with this one. I read Walk, Eat, Repeat in September, and it was about a woman, or in October, I can't remember. It's a woman's journey on the Camino, a woman from Ontario, and I loved it, really good. And it inspired me to do like a Basque day. Like I wanted to do like a whole day of eating Basque food, drinking. I don't know if there's any Basque wine at that I can get, but you know, close as I can. Watch a Basque movie or a movie set in Basque with Carlos, and read this throughout the day, because this is also a woman's journey on the Camino. Jane Christmas, she's from Alberta, or no, sorry, she's from Ontario, and it's like her and a group of women. Yeah, look, somehow she finds herself leading 14 squabbling middle-aged women until she inadvertently loses them and sets out on her own on the Camino. Like, that sounds hilarious, and you know, a lot of the blurbs here say it is funny. So I did keep this because I do want to do that Basque video. So I'm holding on to this. No other library books are allowed. I'm not allowed to take out any books from the library until my TBR shelf is done. However, audiobooks from the library are of course allowed, and I do have an ebook on my phone from the library right now. I don't know if I'll ever get to it. Like, I was reading so much on my phone when I was nursing Charlie, but now that I'm not nursing anymore, I don't read on my phone. Anyway, Elizabeth Hay, Late Nights on Air. I bought this from a used bookshop in what's that town right before Clear Lake? What's that town right before Clear Lake? On and all. The Glass Hotel, Emily St. John Mandel. I'll probably read this one of the first ones, because I loved her debut. I gave it 5 out of 5. Or not her debut, I think it was her second one. Station 11, that's it. Lisa Jewell, Don't Let Him In. This is my sister's copy. Oh, another Miriam Toews. I got this from the used bookstore. A Boy of Good Breeding. 10,000 Lovers. Edith Ravel. This is also a thrift store pickup. Jane Urquhart. A Map of Glass. This was a library sale. The Historian, Celia Eckbeck. This is from the library in my laundry room downstairs. Oh, Vikings on a Prairie Ocean. I desperately want to read this and love it and say so many good things about it, because it's like so much of me is tied into this book. Like, it's set in Gimli. He's an Icelander. His family was like a fishing family, and that's just my heritage as well. But man, it's pretty dry. A Fork in the Wine Road. Paul Doyle. Bought this, frick, I don't know how many years ago now, 4 years ago. Tales of Food, Wine, and Travel. Like, everything I love, everything I'm obsessed with. Probably the kind of book I would want to write. But I've had it for 4 years and have never picked it up. I don't know if he's from Winnipeg or not. Anyway, I really hope it's good and not dry. The Secret Daughter by Shilpi Samaya Gowda. This I got from the thrift store. And lastly, A Haunting in the Arctic. I got this from a free little library. Not lastly. Lastly is, I'll put a picture here, The Red Queen. My sister has been on my case to read this book for years. It's probably her favorite fantasy series, and I promised her I would finally read it, so that is on the list. So that is 47 books that I am going to try to read in as little time as possible. So like I said, I can get on to the good things, the intentional things. And yeah, I guess that's where this video ends. So, oh, there are 48 books. Let me get it. Mrs. Everything by Jennifer Weiner. I started reading this morning. Well, I got onto page 9. This is the first book that I'm gonna tackle on my TBR shelf. So we have 48 books. Let's see how many of 48 I read, the average rating, and how long it takes me. I really, really would love it if I could get through all of these by the end of March. Like starting April 1st, we're on to new things, but we shall see. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching. I really hope you follow along and enjoy going through all these books. Like, I think I will. I think it'll be fun. It may be annoying, but it'll be fun. And I think I do have a lot of good books here. So in the end, I will find some really good reads. All right, I will see you in the next one. Bye. I found another book laying around, Orbital by Samantha Harvey. This I got from a little free library. So I think we're at 49. 49 books, okay? I can do it. See you then.